So it feels weird to be challenging Ruxin in a box battle. That's not Yu-Gi-Oh, but we're back. Again, I told you yesterday, we are back. Today we're doing an interesting thing. We're doing a booster bundle, or I guess battle of the boosters. He's doing a singular booster box. I'm doing 6 booster bundles. In my opinion, I feel like if you open up booster bundles, it's better. But we're gonna find that out today, because I could pull nothing out of these. With how you saw in yesterday's video, some of these booster bundles can have nothing inside it. Whereas at least in the booster box, you know you're gonna get at least like a hit, maybe 2, you know. I don't know what the exact pull rates are. If the pull rates are public at this point or people have no information, let me know in the comments. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of content, hit the like on this video, because again, we are back. All right, so the goal here is to beat Ruxin by number 1, getting better pulls than him, and 2, getting my chases. As I mentioned yesterday, my chases currently are very, very abundant in this set, because I want everything. I want the Garchomp and Cynthia. I want the Ho and Ethan. I want the Typhlosion and Ethan. I want the Giovanni and Mewtwo. The Crobat is fire too. There's so much good stuff in this set. It's crazy how much they cook with this. Personally, I'm a big fan. All right, I'm knocking over my stuff. Make sure I don't accidentally like hit the button or anything. All right, here we go. Magikarp. We got Mankey. We got Mareep. We got Tarantula. Archer. We got Toadscruel. Spiritomb. Breloom. First hit, Matt Cargo. This is funny because if you watched yesterday's video, you know why it's funny. It's not funny to me. It's probably funny to y'all, but it's not funny to me. I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was hilarious. And to the one person that's laughing right now because you got the reference, stop. It's not funny. Like, we don't think it's funny. All right. So here we got. We got Nose Pass. We got Raticate, Aracuda, Maschiff, Brotherbot, Ogerpon. Hate that card. Manectric, Combusken, Meowth, and a Gyarados, or as I used to call it when I was a kid, Gyarados. That's how you know we're back. If I'm not punching the camera or running into it with my gigantic thumb and my microphone, it's not a Rhymestyle video. Patata, you got Blipbug, Larvitar, you got Beldum, Pinsir, Barraskewda, Reverse. Reverse, Nidoran, Psyduck, and Rapska EX. I don't know if we have a we'll call it a what do we call it? Like a point system for who wins? Because if we both pull awful, like let's say neither one of us pulls like a crazy hit, who wins? Maybe we let the comments decide. So y'all can go watch his video, and then, you know, if you watch his video, come back and watch mine. You can decide like who had the better pulls. It's gonna be me though. Watch this. Never mind. You know, I want to know if the Ruxin curse is finally done, because the joke we always had amongst ourselves is if you want to pull a card, just challenge Ruxin to a box battle. You're gonna pull in the video. It's never failed me so far. So let's see if that continues today, because that would be pretty funny if on the second video ever on Destined Rivals on my channel is when I, you know, pull my Mewtwo like this. All right, I'm gonna stop doing that. I know I said I'm gonna stop doing that many times over the course of this channel's career, but I'm gonna stop doing that because it never works anymore. Sometimes when you call it, it's kind of cool, but it happens so infrequently, there's just no point. Sudowoodo, Scovet, Nidoran, Transceiver, Nidoqueen, and Barrels, Orbis, Black Strike, and then we started a Matt Cargo and we ended a Matt Cargo. You gotta be kidding me. So we got a singular hit, is what I call it. To me, I know hit is gonna have a different definition for everybody across the board. My definition for hit is always gonna be something that looks cool. I will never count a EX as a hit. I honestly don't really count trainers and supports as hits. I know they could be playable, they could have value because of that. But for me, my hit is always gonna be something that's kind of like on the secret rare end, like, you know, a Rigi card, you know, textures and stuff like that. But I will take that Electrike than nothing. So let's just say that. So we got a point, I would say. Technically, right now, if Ruxin's box is so dead, let's pretend it was resealed, and he pulls nothing, this technically beats the box battle. Flipbug, Larvitar, Beldum, Medicham, Psyduck, Brotherbot, we got Roselia, Skarmory, And we got Crobat again. Damn it. Dang it. I say that because I pulled the Crobat yesterday. The exact same Crobat. We're doubling up on the hits, and that technically counts as a hit. It's a full art. And in my mind, I'm always like, oh man, that could have been anything. That could have been a Mewtwo. That could have been the Ho-Oh. That could have been the Garchomp. I'm talking about like the full art, alt art versions of those. Instead, we get the same card. Rapidash. Okay, hold on. We're hold on. This box is picking up. It's heating up, chat. Heating up. We are heating up. Unless the rest of this box sucks. We are heating up. Back-to-back hits. Take those. We absolutely take those. Let's see what we got. Yanma, Lapras, Ogerpon, Electric, Factory, Coughing, Playdoll, Nidoking. I mean, back-to-back is still nice. Not bad. But again, it's just a regular EX, which I don't count as hits. And as always, I don't do monetary values because I hate doing that when it comes to cards, because it sends a wrong message sometimes. It's not about the value of the cards, it's about how cool the cards are. Obviously, cards can be valuable, which is cool. Not denying that, but sometimes there's more focus on the money and dollar signs than actually how cool this card is. I actually do want that Roserade as well, because that with Cynthia looks pretty gas. Again, not knocking anybody that, you know, does a big focus on the financial side of cards. I just don't like how much it's too much of a focus sometimes. I've been very outspoken about that for the last couple years. Primate, Dipplin, Electrike, Halo, Ogerpon again, Lurantis, Transceiver Reverse, Sneasel, Team Rocket's Proton, and Zera Aura. It would have been cool if Team Rocket Zera Aura in alt art. Zera Aura is a very underrated Pokemon. It's pretty sick. Okay. There isn't one, right? Now I'm gaslighting myself. All right, Rattata, Flipbug, we got Huntail, Scrafty, Team Rocket's Great Ball, Toadstool, Clamperl. The way that shine changed color, I was like, wait, we getting something cool or not? Okay, so we did get gaslit. We just got the 2 hits back to back, and then yeah. Look, I mentioned this yesterday, but there's a weird pattern where if you get an alt art like this, you end up getting like one of these, like, you know, hits along it as well. It's interesting. Okay, so far we got some good points towards the battle at least. And again, you guys can decide who wins, to be honest, because I really don't know how to gauge it, other than, you know, who got the cooler cards. You guys can duke it out in the comments over it. It'd be nice. Rotom, we got MC Hype, we got Nidoqueen, Ampharos again, Rainite Cave, Applin, Zamazenta, and Electivire EX. Very Electiviring over there. Alright. Grab my bulk box. I'm being very organized this time. I'm putting my bulk inside the bundle box. I can't close this. Knocking everything over. Right. Ho-Oh pack. You know what? I think I'm gonna pull a Ho-Oh right now. I think I'm pulling. I think this is gonna have Ho-Oh. I'm gonna have the Ho-Oh chase with Ethan, and this is how we're gonna beat Ruxin at this exact moment in the video. And I was gonna timestamp it and be like, 9 minutes in. Why? Because this. All right, so don't timestamp it, because now people are gonna think something was pulled. They're gonna go to that and be like, really? Why is it timestamp over and annihilate? Or maybe do that to throw people off. Do that. Okay. Here we got. Also gotta like try to restrain myself from opening some of these off camera, because I know that one box I open off camera is gonna be the one that has like the crazy chase I'm looking for. Larvitar, Laffy, Sneasel. Fortunately, that has happened so much to me. Part of me believes, and I'm like sold on this now at this point, to not record my openings anymore, because every time I don't is when like the gas is pulled. It's always when I turn the camera on where it's like everything goes wrong. I don't know. Everybody has some kind of superstition. That's been my recent superstition in like the last couple weeks with, you know, stuff like Blaziken. When we pulled obviously the Umbreon, the Sunbreon, Moonbreon, Electabuzz, and Sneasel. And even with Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of time I'll open a Yu-Gi-Oh pack off camera, and it's like, oh cool, the car I was looking for. I wish I did this on camera. Very unfortunate. But it is what it is. All right. We got Porygon, Pseudo Widow, Coughing, Electabuzz, Ogerpon, Brotherbot. I've been saying Brotherbot, it's Botherbot. Leopard, Crustle, Sacred Ash, and then Articuno of Sadness. Very, very cold pack there. We're getting the ultra cold shoulder. Okay. What we got? Houndour, Magikarp, Mankey, Mareep. Curious to know if my hits are going to equal his hits too. Archer, Ogerpon again, Rotom, Beldum, and a Dondozo EX. I mean, I would assume it would be similar. Because I feel like, again, I've seen a couple openings. I just didn't keep up with what all was pulled within, you know, a box, a booster bundle, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know how much of it is going to be tied to like one entity of an opening, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if, you know, you open a booster box, you're gonna walk away with something like this. If this is the case, I've already won. Or of course, if he ends up pulling like the big hit, then he ends up winning it by far. Shaman. And the Dondozo. Yo, that Shaman's kind of fire. That is a hit. That's definitely a hit. I feel like we're gonna get the number of hits here versus the singular booster box. Is this a fair matchup? But also, I will say, if I get the quantity, but he gets the quality, I feel like it's just an easy win. You get the big hit, especially any of my chases, I will just, you won. You got it, bro. Congratulations. Congrats on your Mewtwo. I will enjoy my Rapidash, Electrike, Crobat, and Shaman in peace. Alright. We got Tarantula, Magikarp, Pichu, Botherbot, Ogerpon, Manectric, Reverse, Larvitar, Archer, and Sneasel. Starting again, flashbacks to opening Prismatic. I'm gonna be real with you. Prismatic was so brutal. Prismatic was so buns. Again, from what I remember when I watched Rev open it, he had really good luck. So I would assume that the pull rates are not anything like how we saw with Prismatic. Okay, reverse. One more reverse. And nothing. What I'm noticing is some of these booster bundles literally have nothing inside it. Either, so far what I'm noticing is I'll get like a hit and then like a hit, or I get nothing. Which is kind of scary to know when you buy a booster bundle. Just to know I have like dead boxes in there essentially. Watch this. It's a Moltres EX. And I wouldn't count that as nothing. I mean, literally I had some bundles where it was like just regular hollows. All right. Last one before we go into the 5th box. Hopefully get something new, something refreshing, something cool, something chase-worthy. That box wasn't that great. We just got a Moltres EX out of that. All right. What do we have in the next box? I'm feeling this one. I'm really feeling this one. I don't know what it is. Like the second I just opened that, I was like, this one feels right. I don't know what it is. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Let's find out. Well, right now we definitely tripping. We definitely tripping. We are not getting anything out of that one, gang. We are not walking away with anything good in that one. I think this is a regular hollow outside of side. Kind of slow it down here. Yeah. Dude, hollows are starting to spoil the pulls. Also starting to scroll the pulls for me. Make sure I don't see those edges. Gibble, Skarmory, Smalev, Oriana, Lotsil, Houndoom, Maschiff, Squawkabilly. Man, we are losing now. Losing my mind here. Get the situation. Another box for the bulk. Let's pull something fire to like really end the video. I mean, I always say I'd rather pull the fire in the end of the video anyways. A lot of times when I get to the end of the video, I'm like, bro, look how badly that was bent. What happened there? Damn, bro. So we're packaging like that, huh? That's already packing up our cards now, huh? Insert. Oh. Oh. I should have known. It looked a different kind of shine. I was like, wait, that's something. That's a regular EX. I did say this pack was the one. I did say this pack was the one. Was it the one though? Is it the one? Yes? No? No. I did it again. It's always the dark type reverses that are like so dark it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with lighting that it's a reverse. So I go right past it expecting 2 reverses and then I see the hollow. I'm like, oh, great. Got Pichu, Yanma, Lapras, Primeape, Laydol, Robopass, Spike Muscle Gym, Toadstool, Granite Cave, and a whole lot of nothing. Man. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I definitely was a lot more confident thinking like, yeah, with all these booster bundles, we pulling some heat. The heat. Watch this only contain a singular like cool secret rare alt art in the entire booster bundle box. That's gonna hurt, I ain't gonna lie to you. Here we got Leopard, we got Webble, Manectric. Suddenly I'm remembering why I also started opening Modern. I remember I ranted about this a while back. I think it was with what was it? Lost Thunder? Was that the set? Where I was pulling literally nothing, and I was like, I take a break from modern Pokemon openings. Modern Pokemon openings be crazy. Back in my day, at least when you got a holo, you got a good holo. I say that like bad holos didn't exist, but at least you got a holo, you know. Metatite, Rotom, MC Hype, Venture Bomb, Ogerpon, Hypno, Combustion. So, bro, what is happening? What is this? I know I said when you pull the heat in the very end is hype too, but now I'm like, what heat? We ain't pulling anything, gang. We not pulling anything, gang. Larvitar, Venture Bomb, Toadstool, Golbat, Spiritomb, Carbink, Dog. I am getting severe flashbacks to Prismatic Evolution. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Venture Bomb. Ruxin, does this count as a win? We got the oh! And also, I didn't realize that this would show up in that slot. That is sick. One hit down, and it is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's show it next to his brother. Brother from another. Ooh, that is so sick. That is sick. Watch Ruxin pull it. Watch Ruxin pull like the same card in his video. And it was in the end too. Yo. All right, now time for my inspection as a collector. Yeah, back looks great. Really good centered. Oh, it's all. Yeah, this looks great. Honestly, it looks Beckett great, to be honest. Ooh, it looks sick. Yeah, Ruxin, I'm gonna go ahead and just get my my crown back. So we're one down. The last ones remaining are the Garchomp for me, the Typhlosion, and of course the Mewtwo. Imagine it's in here, back to back. That'd be crazy. Be nuts. Nah. I'm gonna end it with a Yanmega EX. All right, Ruxin. Your turn, bro. See what you got. I'm gonna watch your video and hopefully you pulled nothing. And then we can chalk this up as another W. But I mean, my booster bundle, I feel like we would get the same amount of hits that you would have gotten. A big hit, and then you get like the baby hits that are like kind of like whatever. So I feel like this is a good hit. This is a fantastic hit. I'll see you guys in the next upload. Let me know your thoughts. And if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Till next time, guys.